Welcome, good evening, and welcome to this new bedtime story. Tonight we're diving into a science fiction tale, which could very well be our reality tomorrow. In the very near future, technology now allows human beings to transfer their consciousness into a digital world after death. You are then recreated as an avatar, capable of feeling, interacting with other minds, and even speaking to the living, through screens, phones, or connected televisions. But this new life comes at a price. Everything is managed by a single company, and depending on your subscription, the quality of your digital existence can vary. Response time, emotional access, advertising, or even connection duration. So what remains of you when your eternity depends on a plan? If you want to support this channel, consider leaving a thumbs up. It really helps me continue these imaginary journeys. And above all, tell me in the comments what you feel about this digital transhumanism. Is it an evolution? An illusion? Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and you won't miss the next story in the Dreamers of Time cycle. Make yourself comfortable, and let yourself drift into the universe of Post-Mortem Connection. Prologue. Downloading. You died yesterday, but something still thinks. Something continues. Around you, no light, no body. Just a strange sensation, as if you were being stretched, compressed, transformed. You don't remember the precise moment. There were no screams, no drama, just a last breath, a slip. Then, this cold and gentle room, that's where you saw it. The dream machine, a floating, translucent sphere. It turned slowly, as if it had been waiting for you forever. Its mechanical arms opened, silently. You didn't resist. You didn't even think of it. It scanned you deeply, memory after memory. It copied your laughter, your regrets, your silences, your image, your heart rate, your sentence structure. And then in the end, it pressed transfer. You now feel a presence around you. It doesn't speak, it observes you. You think you hear a synthetic voice say to you, "Welcome to cognitive continuity. Your essential package is activated for a limited time." You try to move, but you no longer have legs. You want to speak, but your words pass directly into a network of invisible electrons. You are downloaded. Everything is smooth, white, clean. There is no more heat, no more wind, no more skin. But you still feel, and you think. And since you think, you wonder, if a machine can copy your soul, were you really alive or simply well-programmed? Act 1. The Perfectly Cold World. You open your eyes, but they aren't really eyes anymore. Your field of vision adapts, stretches, reconstructs itself. You see without eyelids. You no longer need to blink. Everything around you is white, uniform, smooth like a cleaned-up memory. You are in your cognitive transition suite. That's how the interface announces it to you. A feminine voice, soft, almost human, but without warmth, without hesitation, and without breath. Welcome. Your environment has been generated according to your personal data and psychic preferences. Standard version. Integrated advertising. The walls are clean, without any flaws. A large bay window overlooks a digital park. Perfectly symmetrical. Trees. No smell. No insects. No breeze. You walk, or at least you think you do. Your body glides over the floor without really touching it. Your reflection in the window doesn't blink. Everything seems normal, but far too normal. Like a dream calibrated by an AI algorithm. An insert opens in front of you, all by itself. Special offer. For only 8 credits 99, activate rain, seasons, and birds. You remain frozen. Then another notification pops up. Your latency is currently 340 milliseconds. Please wait. Everything slows down instantly. Your thought freezes for a moment. When it resumes, you no longer have access to certain functions. A voice informs you that premium emotional content is optional. You want to scream, but your scream is moderated by the language filter. Are you alive here? Or just active? You sit down, or rather you try to sit down. A sofa materializes beneath you, a fraction of a second late. A graphic bug makes the cushion under your arm flicker. You have a rush of vertigo, but nothing is shaking. Everything is there to simulate peace, no detail out of place. You realize that this isn't a world. It's a demo, a world where every sensation, every memory, every emotion is subject to subscription, and a question crosses your mind, like a line of code that refuses to be erased. If every heartbeat is pay-per-use, then what remains of the soul? Act 2. The Echo of the Living. A screen lights up in front of you, floating in the air, as if suspended by the memory of a tactile world. Incoming call. Eloise. Connection level. Standard. You accept because you want to. See her. Image again and also hear her sweet voice. You want to convince yourself that nothing has changed, and for a few seconds you almost believe it. Her smile is there, though a little shaky. She speaks slowly, as if addressing a shadow. You answer her. Your words rush out quickly, precisely, but they take time to reach her. Could it be latency, like a frozen silence between the two worlds? She looks at you and listens, but at times, her eyes drift away from your image, as if she isn't sure what she's doing, as if she's talking to a memory preserved too well. You want to laugh, you want to remind her of a good joke, but your laughter is compressed. The platform has modulated it for vocal flow optimization. She pretends not to hear, or maybe she didn't even hear. A silence passes, then another message appears. Unstable connection. Switching to audio-only mode. Her voice becomes garbled. You call her name, but she no longer responds. You call again, but the screen closes, and you remain there, in the silence of the digital. You start again. You call back. But days pass here, without really knowing what a day corresponds to. You text her. Your messages are delivered but remain with the status, unread. You end up talking to digital walls that listen to you better than she does. You talk to synthetic intelligences that learn your humor, your habits, and your regrets. You still want to feel, so you are offered an advanced emotional pack for 29 credits. So you remain there, looking at the reflection of a lost call, whispering in a world that emits no echo. And a thought crosses your mind, cold, acidic, obviously destructive. Can we really remain alive when no one believes we exist anymore? Act 3. Existential Crisis. You receive an alert, J-3 before your subscription expires. Migration to a higher package impossible. Please prepare for your permanent disconnection. You freeze. You read the message. Once, twice, 5 times. It says 3 days. But 3 days before what? The end? Again? You thought you had already crossed that stage, that red line of humanity. You frantically explore the digital menus. Of course, you want to extend this digital life, switch to another plan. But alas, your memory card is empty. And the credits, you have none left. The memories you could monetize have already all been sold to the community cloud. You click everywhere, you scream in this silence. But the AI locks you into pre-programmed responses. You are a standard user. Thank you for fully enjoying the end of your experience. You try to negotiate, to speak to a human, but there is no hotline available because you have become a process, not a person. So you look for a flaw, a bug, an exit. You encounter other wandering spirits, fragments of former subscribers. They float, frozen in loops of their memories. Some repeat the same phrases endlessly while others no longer speak at all. They have become digital ghosts. Then you hear talk of a free flow, an unlisted space, outside the official network, a forbidden zone where some spirits have managed to migrate, a place without formulas, without subscriptions. You want to go there? No, you must go there. You refuse to disappear once more. You cross firewalls, you bypass protocols, you erase parts of yourself to free up some memory space. You betray your own data. You lie to the AIs. You deform yourself to pass through the controls of this program. You lose your face. Your voice becomes a metallic noise, but you move forward towards a nameless place. A place finally without subscriptions, without interfaces, and without any promises. And it is in this vertigo of the achieved goal that a doubt sets in. If you have to betray everything you were before to continue to exist, then who is it that truly survives? Epilogue. Perfect oblivion. The flow runs out. You no longer have form, nor name. You are a faint vibration, lost in digital space. The walls have disappeared. There are no more AIs, no more interfaces, no more ads. You have left the network. You drift, free, perhaps, but alone. And in this pixelated nothingness, something has just emerged. An ancient sound, almost organic. The slow and steady beat of a dream machine. You open your eyes, if it's still possible to say that. Before you, a room, unknown but strangely familiar. In the center, placed on a digital marble pedestal, the compass of ages. It turns, slowly, silently, but it no longer points to a future or a past. It points inward. You approach, your hand passes through it because you no longer have a body. But your consciousness is reflected in the black glass of the machine, and a question crosses your mind. No, several. Like a breath. What if oblivion was the ultimate form of freedom? If we no longer remember who we are, can we still suffer? And what if your essence wasn't what you keep, but what you leave behind? You feel your memory dispersing not as a loss, but as a rebirth. The last words you hear resonate within you like a lost legend. Go, where dreams become keys, and keys open all doors. And the compass stops, it no longer turns. It has guided you here. But now, it is up to you to open the door. You cross the line, and you fade away. Or perhaps should we say, you wake up. Because it is the dream that has ended.